Hello, management aspirants. I am back again in my channel, and in this session, I'll be discussing about the evolution of management. On my previous session, I discussed about how management education is important nowadays and what are the differences between PGDM, MBA, and various other topics. So, in today's session, I would just like to clarify the management journey in a very brief way. So, let's begin and pursuing with my first slide. Uh, the management journey it has not started a few years back or somewhere before 40-50 years, but it started in the ancient civilization only. We remember the constructions of pyramid in Egypt. During that construction, the Egyptians used labor organized labors for the constructions of the pyramid. So the concept of organized labor came in the ancient civilization era only. And when we talked about Chinese philosophers, they also emphasized on the concept of leadership and strategy building. So the concept of leadership and strategy building came on that time only, the ancient era. The Greek philosopher also discussed about the governance and ethics in management. So the concept of management, not just as a concept of management, but the various concepts like organized labors, leadership, strategy building, and ethics, and many other concepts came during the era of ancient times only. Later on, Chanakya, during the century 14th century BCE, they also talked about the administrative concepts, the economics, the governance principle, etc. So the first evolution, it started in the early management thought only, and it was the era of ancient to pre-industrial era. So the first concept evolved during that era. Coming to the next concept, it also started with the military influence. We all know about the military is very famous for authoritative concepts. So the delegation of duties, we are very aware that the military, the army, they follow the authoritative concept in which the seniors delegate the duty and the juniors has to follow the orders. So the concept of delegation of authority came during military influence, the Roman Empire. Then the art of war, the Sun Tzu emphasized the strategic planning. Right, it is very important concept of management, the strategic planning. It was emphasized during the era of Sun Tzu, the art of wars. Then the medieval guide and trades, they brought the concept of skilled labors. They emphasized the concept of training and quality control. Training is a very important concept of management. Quality control again is a very important concept. And the concept of training and quality control, it came during medieval guide and trade period. So coming to the second era, that is classical management theory. Under this, we will talk about three main theories and principles. So the first one, which was given by Frederick Taylor, it was the concept of scientific management. He focused on the efficiency of labors using time and motion studies. So mainly he focused on the five principles of management. The first one was the science, not rule of thumb. According to this point, he meant that management is a science. It is not just a rule of thumb. I mean, every theories, it is proven. The concept of management is proven, like the various theories of motivation, personality, the evolution of hobby, the evolution of HRM. So mainly every concept in management are proven. It is not just a rule of thumb. It is not a casual approach. Second, he emphasized harmony, not discord. He said there must be harmony, there must be peace among the labors, because the peace, the harmony, it will increase the efficiency of labors, and the fightings, the conflict, it basically decreases the efficiency of labors. So he focused on harmony, not discord. He talked about cooperation, not individualism, means he emphasized on the concept of teamwork, not individual, means the employees can perform when they are in a team, they can perform better in a team. So he focused on the concept of cooperation. Next point was maximum output, not restricted output, means the output must be maximum, you must not restrict the output of the employee. So if you restrict, you will not get the maximum output. So output must be maximum, and development of each man to his greatest efficiency and prosperity. He said everyone has some qualities, so it is not only an organizations run by a manpower, means a man, a human resource, a personnel runs an organization. So he focused that if you want to improve the efficiency of the organization, you must increase each and every individual within the organization, because the improvement, the development of every individual is important for the development of the organization. So these are the 5 principles on which Frederick Taylor emphasized during the classical management theory. The next concept was, so moving ahead, let's discuss about the administrative theory which was given by Henry Fayol. So he focused on the 14 principles of management. Those are, first one is division of work. So division of work, he wanted to say that every individual has their own skills, knowledge, attitude, ability. So the work must be divided according to that. Individuals must get work according to their skills and knowledge, because everything can't be done by everyone. So emphasized that division of work is very important for the development of any organization. Next, he said, he asked about the authority and responsibility. He said managers should have the authority to give orders, and the subordinates should be responsible for carrying them out. So this is again a very important thing he said, and he focused on the very right thing. Third one is discipline. Discipline is very important, as we all know, in our personal life also. So definitely for running an organization, discipline is also important. So discipline means following the rules, regulations, and all the standing orders, which is very crucial for productivity and harmonious work environment. So rules, if you follow rules, the organization will define those rules and regulations, and employees must follow those rules and regulations for the smooth functioning of organization. Next is, we talk about the unity of command, means each employee should receive orders from only one superior, right? So that it will avoid confusions and conflict. So it must be, the order must come from one supervisor. If the orders will come from many supervisors or 2 or 3 supervisors, so it will only create confusion and the conflict among the supervisors and employees also. So unity of command. Next one is unity of direction. Unity of direction, it says that all employees working on same activities should have a common goal, and they must work towards it. The employees in the organization, definitely they have different work, their work is divided in various skills and knowledge and various departments, but everyone is working to achieve a common goal. So the goal must be defined, and everyone must work to achieve those goals. Next one is subordination of individual interest. This says that organizational interest is more important than individual interest. Of course, individual interest is also important, but priority must be given to organizational interest and organizational goal. Next is remuneration, means a fair, adequate compensation is very important for motivating any employee. So the organization must provide a fair and adequate compensation to each and every employee. Next is centralization. Centralization means the degree to which decision making authority is concentrated at the top of the organization or distributed throughout. Means the decision making authority must be the top management. Scalar chain means a clear chain of command from top to bottom, means the hierarchy. Every organization, every employee must follow a hierarchy for communication and the control, efficient control of every work activities. Next is order, maintaining a well organized work environment and also placing everything in a correct order. There must be a systematic way of doing things, systematic way of arranging things. So you must follow a order. Equity means treating every employee fairly and respectfully. Everyone deserves respect. So it is very important to treat employees equally and respect them, be kind with them. Next is stability of tenure. It talks about the job security. If the employees are doing well, employee must get job security. It will only enhance the loyalty and commitment of each and every employee towards the organization. And next is initiative. The organization must encourage employees to take initiative and contribute in innovative ideas which will help for the growth of the organization. So initiative, encouraging initiative is very important. Not only being authoritative, that you are getting command from your senior authority and then you are following just this is not good, because everyone has good ideas in their mind. So promoting and encouraging those ideas are very important. Next is spirit the corps. This is a word which talks about fostering a sense of teamwork among the employees. So the organization must not believe in divide and rule. They must foster a sense of teamwork among the employees, so that employees, they must get a sense of teamwork. They can be social, and if the employees perform in teamwork, they'll definitely perform good. So I hope the 14 principles of Henry Fayol, the 14 principles of management are clear to you. It is important, so student must you must learn it properly, you must understand it properly. So moving ahead with the next topic under this era is the bureaucratic management. It was given by Max Weber. He emphasized on certain important things. He focused on, first thing, it is hierarchical structure. Means the 14 principles of management, as we discussed, in that also we discussed about a scalar chain. Everything must follow a chain of hierarchy, a scalar chain. Every employee must know whom to contact for what reason, and the hierarchy must not be breached. The employees must report the work or grievances or any other things to the senior, and the senior will report again to his or her senior. So he focused on the hierarchical structure. Again, the next point, he focused on the formal rules and regulations, as I said in the previous slide also. Like the rules, regulations, the standing orders are very important for the organization. Division of labor, as Henry Fayol also said about the 14 principles of management. The first point was division of work, division of labor. So divide labors and the work according to their skills, abilities, knowledge. Then impersonalities, means every decision must be taken without being biased or with not based on anyone's personality. It must be on the knowledge level or skill level. Employment must be given on merit basis. means the employment must be given on the given qualification, skills, knowledge, and the selection of employees are very important. Means everyone must go through a proper selection process to get selected in particular organization. If you follow these process, the organization will get efficient manpower for the working of the organization. So these are the 3 points which was in the classical theory, classical management era. Now coming to the next era is the behavioral management approach. This is again a very important topic. In this, the Hawthorne study, you must have heard about Hawthorne study. So I'll just clarify in a very short form. Basically, Hawthorne study was given by Alton Mayo. He did a series of experiment to prove that employees productivity increases with a better working condition and social interaction, not only on the physical conditions that we provide to employees. So he did a series of experiment in which the first experiment was elimination experiment. So during this experiment, he tested various lighting conditions. What he did, he changed the lighting conditions, lighting levels during the productivity of employees, and he found that there was no effect on the production. The productivity increased if he increased the light or decreased the light, he dimmed the light or he improved the lighting condition, it did not affect the productivity of the employee. Means the productivity was as usual, rather it increased. So the conclusion was that the physical condition in the during the work hour, it has no effect or a very less effect on employees productivity. So the next experiment he did was a relay assembly test room experiment. In this, what he did, he studied various factors during the working hours, like the breaks, the breaks during the working hour, the incentives, the performance. So he added few more things, like he added good breaks, he added bonus, he added incentives. So what he found, that these factors, when it was given, the productivity of the employees increased. So it was proved that worker performance is better when they felt valued and involved. When the workers are feeling involved and valued during the mm, working hour, the productivity of the employees increased. So second experiment was that only. Now the third and the last series of experiment he did was bank wiring observation room experiment, in which he observed a group of workers in a natural setting without changing any condition. Means the workers were put on the social surrounding and they were being put in a natural setting without changing any condition. So it was found that workers set their own pace and they showed their own social factor, teamwork, which impact the productivity. So basically in these three series, Alton Mayo found that the employees productivities was not at all or a very less impact was there because of the physical conditions, but there was a good impact on employees performance when they felt valued and when they're put in a social interaction. So this was the Hawthorne study. This is very important, students. You must learn this topic also, Hawthorne study. I hope this is clear. Next one. So coming ahead with the next contributor of this era is Abraham Maslow. He gave the concept of Maslow hierarchy of need theory. He talked about 5 hierarchies of need which an individual desires for. So first he talked about the first level is the physiological level. He talked about the basic need in this level. He talked that an individual needs: water, food, shelter, sleep, breathing. These things are important for the survival. So these are the physiological needs. After the fulfillment of this need, individual moves toward the next level of need, that is the safety need. Every individual need safety, whether it is health wise, the person needs a hospital, law, medicines. So this is the second level of need which an individual demand for. Next is love and belonging need. After the fulfillment of these two levels, the physiological and safety level of need, individual moves toward the love and belongingness need. In this level, he said that every individual needs family, friendship, relationship, social interaction for the survival. Nobody can survive alone. So he said that this is the third level of need which is very important for the survival of any individual. Next, he talked about the self esteem need. Self esteem means any individual who get all the three needs, that is physiological, safety, and love and belongingness need, moves towards the self esteem need, in which he demands for the respect, for confidence, for fame, name. So he want to be recognized by people. So this is covered under self esteem need. And the last level of need, he said, is the self actualization need. Self actualization need, as the term suggests, self actualization means after the fulfillment of all four level of needs, individual he want a peace in his or her life, the passion, the morality, so that he or she feels himself or herself complete. So Abraham Maslow is the second contributor of this era. Coming to the next contributor is the McGregor. He gave the theory of X and Y. He said that employees are in theory X. He said that employees are lazy and need strict supervision. Means he said sometimes employees become lazy, lethargic, and the employee perform better in under supervision. And in theory Y, he said employees are self motivated and thrive with responsibility. He doesn't need any supervision. If the supervision is there, it is good for the employee. If it is not, the employees are self motivated. So these are the three main contributors in this era. And next is quantitative management, which was in the era which was from 1940 to 1960. In this, the various mathematical and statistical tools are used in the management field. So management is not only a theoretical concept, but it also become a quantitative approach. Many logistics, inventory management, financial management, research methodologies, many mathematical and statistical operation research, it has came in the concept of management for decision making and problem solving and various other concepts. So this was the fourth era. Next one is the modern management approach, which was from 1950s to 1980s. In this, many theories came, like system theory, in which organization function as an interconnected system. Means every organization, every department are interconnected to each other. They are working independently, but ultimately they are working together to achieve a common goal. So they are interconnected with each other. Contingency theory means there simple a situational approach. There is not a single way of managing things. There are many ways of managing things, depends on the situation, like sometime being strict, sometime being friendly. So a common approach is not suitable everywhere. So approach changes with situation. TQM, that is total quality management, the concept came, which was popularized by Deming and Zuran. He said that products and services in any organization can't be supplied same every time. Everything needs upgradations. So improvement in the product and services are important. Like for example, if we are using mobile phones every time, uh, some new upgradations come. You cannot use a button phone, now you are using Android phones. So everything needs improvement and upgradations, which is called total quality management. This concept came during modern management approach. Then came the contemporary management trend, which was from 1990s, still present. Means the concept of lean management and Six Sigma came. Means the concept came by, it was said that how you can minimize the wastage and improve the quality. Agile management, it said that it was about the flexibility, the adaptability, and the decision making process became faster. Digital and data driven management, we are very much aware of the concept AI, automations. So the management concept is not a theoretical approach nowadays, it has become data driven and a digital system. Then came the CSR activities, green management. So these are all the recent trends in management which has been introduced. So these are the various era of the evolution of HRM. I tried to explain in a very brief way, although the concepts are quite detailed. So if you study in classroom, so these topics are very detailed topics. Although I tried to explain in a very brief way, in a summarized way. So I hope the concepts are clear, and if you want me to clarify on any point in this slide, in this session, kindly comment on the link. And thank you so much for patiently listening to all the topics. um, and at last, kindly like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so much.